It's your 80th birthday, obviously. And we would like to thank everybody, Karen and I, for coming here this weekend to celebrate the patriarch of our family's 80th birthday. Dad knows we have a small but loving family, and I'm glad we were all able to come together and celebrate this monumental day.
I'll say it's monumental.
I would also like to take my glass and raise it and wish earlier 60th birthday to Norm.
Yay!
A milestone year.
And it's also a big milestone.
Big
for him.
milestone.
Now, today would have been Veronica's birthday, and I know for the Rosenfelds, it's an extremely difficult time to come to Chicago and celebrate a birthday. But I hope you know Veronica's in all our hearts.
That's true.
I would like to congratulate Arden and Orrin on the passing of the Kids in Cars Safety Act of 2007.
Good girl.
Not yet, sweetie. That took an incredible amount of strength and effort after what you've all been through to fight so hard to try and prevent such horrific accidents in the future.
Absolutely.
Right.
Good girl.
Also, a
Corinne blew her nose in our decision.
a week from today, we'll be celebrating Big Will's 6th birthday on the 15th of March.
Yay!
Big Will. A quick shout out to
He's
Will.
upstairs somewhere.
Will left for the bar.
Play Webkins.
Now, for the man we are all here to celebrate this weekend with, Karen and I would like to offer our own little capsule of Dave Friedman's life from the perspective of his two alter egos. Our dad, Dave Friedman, will be played by me, and his alter ego, Rodney Danger Friedman, we all know he loves,
I don't get no respect.
will be played by my wife, Mrs. Karen Friedman. Now give us about 1 second, please, to get into costume. You know one of Dad's 1950 coats?
David, you recognize the clothes? David.
What is that, like a 36?
It's very hot in here.
That's my favorite coat.
Now the thing comes up.
That's you.
Okay. Ready to go?
Is this too much?
No, that's perfect. The spotlight.
This is my job.
Of
This is
Dad's
baby
alter
steps.
egos. Remember, I'm Dave Friedman. It was a cold day in Brooklyn, New York, when I was born on March 7th, 1928. I was the first son born to Harry Friedman, and Anna Friedman.
When I was born, the doctor slapped my mother. I'll tell you, I was one ugly baby. My mother never breastfed me. She said she only wanted to be my friend.
It's like the Geico ad or whatever it is.
I grew up in Brooklyn, adoring my older sister, Eleanor Friedman. It was tough times when I was young. Those were the years of the Great Depression, so we didn't have much money for toys, but we had a roof over our heads and our family.
Boy, were we poor. If I wasn't born a boy, I'd have nothing to play with.
Growing up as a boy, growing up as a boy, I played a lot of stickball in the streets. We would play baseball and stickball all day and night until it would get too dark to see the ball. Back then, the Los Angeles Dodgers were the Brooklyn Dodgers. My favorite thing as a boy was when my dad would take me to Ebbets Field to watch the Dodgers play baseball. This really brought my father and I close together.
I remember the time when I was kidnapped and they sent back a piece of my finger to my father. He said he wanted more proof.
Back at home, Mom took care of the family, and Dad's occupation was a dentist.
I told my dentist I wanted a tooth to match the others. He gave me one with 4 cavities.
say I get no respect.
No. After excelling in academics and athletics at Boys High School, I went on to college at New York University. Upon graduating from college, I played a year of pro baseball before serving my country in the Korean War in 1950. I was just one of many from my family tree to fight in a major war for my country.
I tell ya, I came from a stupid family. During the Civil War, my great uncle fought for the West.
After coming back from Korea, I got my one and only full-time job with the company of Textiles. This job took me from New York to Boston to Kansas City to Minnesota and finally to Chicago, where I would make my home. I would meet the mother of my 3 children and get married in 1963.
My wife was so ugly that when 2 men broke into our apartment and she yelled rape, I said no. No, they said, they yelled. Let me start over. My wife was so ugly that when 2 men broke into the apartment and they yelled rape,
My wife was so ugly that when 2 men broke into her apartment and she yelled rape, they yelled no.
Okay, we got it right.
Arden was born in 1964, Howie in 1965, and the 3rd child in 1965.
Come on, Bobby, say it. Say it. I get no respect.
I get no respect. At least he got the year right.
I love being a father, but being married to Robin was a lot of work.
it's tough to stay married. My wife kisses the dogs on the lips, but she won't drink from my glass.
In 1974, Robin and I got separated because we just didn't have the spark or excitement in our lives or in the bedroom anymore.
I tell ya, at the end, if it weren't for pickpockets, I'd have no sex life at all.
From the mid-70s to the mid-80s, I played a lot of golf and did some dating and had some success with the ladies.
The hooker once told me she had a headache.
Now, in the mid-80s, I met my current love, Nikki Klinsky, who I fell in love with and married in 1989. We have now been married for 18 wonderful years.
My wife has to be the worst cook. In my house, we pray after we eat.
Now I am 80 years old and I have 12 grandchildren and a great-grandniece and lots of loving nieces, nephews, great-nephews, children. I feel blessed to be the patriarch of such a wonderful family and just a piece of a family tree.
I looked up my family tree and found 3 dogs using it. I get no respect.
Happy birthday. We love you, Dad.